In this video, I will explain to you why I don't think that Dropbox will get acquired by another company. So if that's why you're investing into it, please do not invest in it for that reason. So I'm going to give you all my explanations and reasons, but let's just say it has to do with Steve Jobs, Apple, and it has to do back in the day a company tried to acquire them. Will Dropbox end up kind of like Slack where it gets acquired? I don't think that will totally happen, simply because I feel like Drew Houston really does love his company. And there's always a chance that it can happen, but Steve Jobs back in the day tried to acquire Drew Houston's company. He asked to buy the company, and Drew Houston didn't. If you don't know, Drew Houston is the CEO of Dropbox. I'm probably sure that you don't know because a lot of people use YouTube as research, even though you shouldn't. You should do your own due diligence. Anyways, with that being said, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. So anyways, Steve Jobs, Apple basically tried to buy Dropbox very early on, and Drew Houston didn't. Good thing that he didn't. Now it's really massive, with more than 600 million users. It's really amazing. When you think of companies that can get acquired in this space, all you can think about is Dropbox and Box, and I think a better option would possibly, in my personal opinion, be Dropbox. So I think that is really amazing. So now it's a multi-billion dollar IPO. It's really an amazing company, and I think it's going to do really massive in the future. So if you're thinking about, oh my gosh, is this going to get acquired by another company? I think you shouldn't be investing in it for that reason, simply because this is what happened early back on, and Steve Jobs and Drew Houston didn't even do it. And if you actually watch their interviews with them, you can see where Drew Houston didn't even ask about the numbers. They never talked numbers, and he said no before Steve Jobs even talked numbers. And it's simply because Drew Houston really loves the company. He asked one of his friends for a little bit of advice before saying no, but basically he ended up saying no, and it was a pretty firm no. And so Steve Jobs ended up calling it a feature rather than a product. He said Apple is basically just going to kill you, and it hasn't really, as Dropbox has done pretty amazing in my opinion, and it's really undervalued. I think it's massive growth ahead. But if you want to see stock analysis on the company, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Go to the playlist where I talk about just Dropbox videos. There should be 11 plus videos, probably around 12 videos in there on Dropbox alone. I know I just talked about Dropbox. Used to talk about Taxi Chef and Dropbox, but now Taxi Chef is getting too popular, and I kind of just start talking about Dropbox more when Dropbox isn't becoming as popular. And I think it really is. They're both really at good valuations. I think as far as which one to invest in, I think they're both really amazing. The only thing with Taxi Chef, it's probably going to be more volatile. Traders are probably going to like Taxi Chef a little bit more, but with Dropbox, I think that it's going to be less volatile. That's basically the only difference. So I'm just going to talk about Dropbox because Taxi Chef has soared. Dropbox has as well, but Taxi Chef has done way more since, YouTubers price targets, and then potential analyst price targets, and then plant-based foods, plant-based meats, plant-based meals getting hyped up. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, all those buttons. That would be amazing, except for the unsubscribe button, because that would be horrible. Thank you so much for watching. I think, what are we at? I think almost 600 subscribers. That's amazing. I just hope to share my opinion on this channel. So everything in this video is my opinion. I just share my opinion. It's not like I'm giving everything facts, even though this really is facts. But thank you so much, and peace.